Senior citizens in the mother city are marching to Parliament today to hand over a memorandum of grievances to authorities. Now they want their pension to be increased to match the high cost of living. Our reporter Abra Barbier was at that march and she joins us now from our Parliament studios. Good afternoon, Abra. Always a pleasure to chat to you on the News Today desk.
Good afternoon, Kirshni.
More disgruntlement we're seeing outside Parliament today. Pensioners not happy. Tell us why, Abra.
Well, a group of around 1,000 elderly folk marched to Parliament. They walked in there with their walking sticks and with their walking rings. Some of them, they actually walked from where the trains and buses and taxis stop. They walked from there to the doorstep of Parliament, where they handed over a memorandum to representatives from Parliament, and essentially what they want is an increase from their current 1.4 thousand rand, which they get as a stipend from the government. They want an increase. Some of them were asking for an increase of 3,000 rand to 3,000 rand rather, while others say they want 5,000 rand. And the reason for this is the same reason anybody else in this country wants more money. They just can't make ends meet. And like the one gentleman told me that their last increase, he said, was around 10 rand. And at the moment, a loaf of bread costs 11 rand, which they can't afford. They complained about the fact that electricity keeps going up. They can't buy electricity. And these old people, they not only look after themselves, many of them, in fact, the majority of them, they also take care of their grown children as well as their children's children. So the brunt of the financial responsibility lays on them in many of these households, and of course they are really battling. One gentleman was in tears. He lives alone in a flat in Goodwood, and he does have children, but his children just don't take care of him, and as a result he now goes and he sits in front of a shop in Goodwood, in the main road, and he begs people for money, and he burst out crying on camera saying he's so ashamed to have to do that, but he's got no other choice in order to feed himself. And then we have people telling us about how they battle to get medication. They need medication for their various ailments. These are really old people we're talking about, they're pensioners. So in terms of medication, in terms of just their daily needs, they are really struggling, and they are really hoping to get government to respond to them on this matter.
Abra, did anyone from Parliament or government address the pensioners? How did that engagement play out?
There was a gentleman who represented Parliament who came and fetched the memorandum. He guaranteed them that it would go to the relevant office, and that essentially means it will be processed in the normal parliamentary manner, and from there it will be assigned to the relevant portfolio committee. And in this case, it will be the the portfolio committee on social development, who of course deals with pensioners. So the pensioners are hoping to get a response within the next 2 weeks. They've asked Parliament to come back to them.